Hello anime fans! So if you happen to be a fan of anime and collecting miniature cars, this might be for you. This is made by a brand called Kyosho. It's one of their blister packs, and it came on this stand, which I took it off already. So this text, what's on this card, it's from a Japanese manga or cartoon, and originally it was in print form in this weekly comic called Shonen Jump, and I guess it started in 1982. And then later on, there was a TV series in 1984, 1985, and I don't know what happened after that. That's all I was able to find out. But I think it's really cool that Kyosho will take these cartoons and make diecast cars of them. I mean, it looks like a real car, not a cartoon car. So here on the back, we have the other cars from this cartoon series. I don't know who the characters are, but I'm liking some of the cars. Like here's a Celica XX, that one looks pretty cool. Skyline, well, whatever, they're all pretty neat. And here it says 2013 is when this model was made. Okay, so we have an idea of how old this thing is. Here's a little card with some sort of information about that whole story of the cartoon, or in this case, the car itself. The Honda CRX was launched in, let's see, 1983, maybe it was available first, and then 1987 would be the end of the first generation or facelift version. So this is like the very first version of the CRX, which is also known as the Blade in Japan. Okay, I'm trying to decipher some of this other stuff. Now, I have no idea about this. Maybe that's the weight of the vehicle, still pretty light, 825 kilos. I have no idea about the other stuff. Okay, so some things I did learn though is this, it's a front engine and it's front wheel drive. It's basically derived from a Honda Civic, and there's a lot of different guesses as to what CRX means, but a lot of people accept that it might be called the Civic Renaissance Experimental. I'm getting this from Wikipedia, guys, I might be wrong. And I think the US versions didn't have rear seats, but the Japanese ones had little 2+2 seats in the back. The engine choices vary depending on what country you were in. Either 1.3, 1.5, or 1.6 liters if you're in the Japan market, and that biggest one made 135 horsepower. Okay, and then in 1986 they added the aerodynamic headlights where they were flush with the front body. So I don't know who the designer's name was. It wasn't on Wikipedia, but it does say that this design was inspired by the Alfa Romeo GT Junior Zagato, because the designer owned one or had one. So that's interesting. I looked up the car and it really looks nothing like this. So I don't know who's writing the article on Wikipedia for this particular one, for the Honda CRX. So naturally, this is totally modified, but maybe at least the headlights we can kind of compare. Where the turn signals are. Seems okay. The greenhouse shape here kicks up, sweeps down. There's a little kink in the side window, pretty wide B-pillar. So I think in general Kyosho did a good job with this. Most Kyoshos are quite good. It's only their very first releases that have a little bit of some wonky proportions and poor quality, but this being from 2013, it's definitely going to be good. Okay, so let's get a better light angle and go over this thing with the dental pick. So the graphics first. They're printed on with tampos. They're not decals, so that's nice. It's quite interesting that they molded in those little seams along the bottom. The seam welding that goes on. And then it's a pretty nicely done two-tone paint job. I'm not seeing like the white overrunning or the orange overrunning into the white, so I don't know how they did that, if it was masked off, or if maybe this white is tampo printed onto the orange body. It's a possibility there. Okay, so these wheels are pretty neat. I'm wondering if there's like actually air passing right there. Let me get the flashlight. That would be really impressive. Not expected, but I think there is. Look at that. You can see the light behind there, right? So that is really cool. Very cool detail from Kyosho. Most of the time they do a really good job with their wheels. Sometimes they have some hiccups, but that's a cool wheel. Very JDM style. Okay, so maybe this round thing is supposed to represent the brake rotor, or the drum brake maybe in the rear. Alright. Fuel filler door. Uh, Handle pull. Or is this... what's going on up here? I think that's supposed to be a badge. And this must be the key. Yep, it is. Okay, I'm just looking back at that photograph. Some mirrors here. They seem to be molded plastic. They're not part of the casting, so that's nice. So you can get much tighter detail. Unfortunately, there's no additional paint. But it's a blister pack, so I'm used to that with Kyoshos. Alright, so the front end. We got this chin spoiler. Looks nice. This sounds like it's plastic, this grill, the rib texture. Painted on turn signals. Or maybe they're reflectors, because there's also orange here, or maybe both are turn signals. And then there's some silver paint there, looks okay. And then the headlights look really great. I mean, because you got the roundness behind it, but it looks like there's a texture on those headlights. Right, yeah, there is. So these old halogen type lights, they have the little molded in grooves. I'm assuming either for strength and or refraction of the light inside there. Little black stripe I didn't even notice before. And this red stripe here is printed really nice. Nice and flat. It's not wavy. So that's pretty great, I think. Back out here. Again, tampo printing's really good. Some raised painted black wiper blades. The whole all these windows have black paint around the molding. This side, seeing if there's any major problems. I don't see any. I think there's some grime there. I might have to go over with a Q-tip. It looks brown. Okay. Alright, let's go to the back. So yeah, there it is in English, Mechanical Doctor. I guess that's the name of the series. I think the manga is about some guys that have like a speed shop and they modify a bunch of people's cars and then they go racing and stuff like that. But I could be wrong. If anyone's watched it or is Japanese, please leave a comment. Nice taillights, thick plastic, and then they painted on, you know, the black separators, but you can clearly see it's red, orange, so that makes sense. Or this is probably clear red, orange. Red stripe again, well done. Nice exhaust tips. Pretty small, and yet they're black in the middle, and there's depth to them, but silver on the outside, so this is really good. Can't ask for more there. These little dimples, not sure what those would be on the real car. If anyone knows, please leave a comment. And then the wings. I mean, the wing is pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty thin strut, so it's not super wide like, say, on a Hot Wheels. And then the shape of the wing looks believable. It kicks up there. The bottom side is curved like an airfoil, so it looks good. This is nice. It's like a separate silver muffler. Just terminates in there. Or is it just painted? No, I feel it's separate because I think that's like some sprue left over. Alright, so some decent detail. The only issue is it's riveted together, so if there's a problem or you want to do a wheel swap, it might be harder to do. I'm assuming there might be another rivet underneath that muffler. I kind of feel that'd be the logical thing to do. Yep, there it is. I think I can see a little red, orange there, because that's part of the top painted piece of metal. The tires look pretty good. You know, they look the proper width of a CRX of this day, and they got some decent tread going on. So that's neat. Really not much with the roof, right? Well, there is a back wiper blade here. It's three-dimensional. It's raised. It's black. I have to get the flashlight out here for the interior. I know there's going to be a bunch of molded details. It's just, you know, the color choice makes it hard to see. But yeah, there we go. We got the steering wheel, the center armrest there. There's a shifter. Not much by way of stereo controls or anything. And then there's little tiny seats in the back. So I would say it's alright. It's not bad. Okay, well anyways, it's an interesting model. You know, I know that TLV makes a regular CRX. It's just that I don't love this car enough to buy a TLV, but this is such a unique looking model, you know, a modified CRX from a cartoon. But it looks like something that you'd see at, like, say, a car show in Japan or something like that. So I figure I'd pick it up. Alright, so let's get this Mr. Merry-Go-Round here. Let's have it drift up a mountain scene. So I don't have that other, you know, TLV CRX. I do have 3 other Hondas that are kind of small. So the very first Civic here, this model here, I think is by Konami. Yeah, this is by Konami. This is from 2004, Civic 1200 RS. I think this is the first Civic, correct me if I'm wrong. It's a great model. Got some suspension. You know, it's got, well, I think it has painted taillights, but it's got clear headlights and stuff. It's got all the badges and stuff like that printed on there. Okay, let's let that go for a little spin. Another one I have here is a TLV, and this is a Honda 1300. Okay, so this one's riveted together as well. Pretty nice metallic green on this one. The only thing I don't like on either of these other two is they have these blank white license plates. It's not really realistic. It'd be nice to have something on a license plate, right? But anyways, let's go with that. Let that go for a little round. Okay, so the last one is another Kyosho again, and this is a Honda City. I don't know if it's the very first Honda City, because I forget. I have a video on all these cars. If you look at my history, they're mentioned and talked about in other videos. But yeah, it's a pretty cool car. I like the fact that Kyosho put these stocky, tiny mirrors on. You know, a lot of brands would just skip that, right? So it's nice. And then the giant tall windows actually let you see the interior without a flashlight. So that's another plus about this one. I'm wondering if the City is actually based on a Civic at all. Very tall, very boxy. Okay, I think that's enough for the comparisons. Let's let this CRX drift on its own. Well then, in conclusion, I would say it's a great model. I seem to have lucked out. I don't recall seeing any major problems, like any scratches, gouges, paint rash. I mean, this model is from 2013, was it? Yeah, so it's from 2013 and it has no paint rash. So that's pretty great. I'm very happy about that. And so hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I appreciate you guys watching as always. I'll see you in the next one.